You have more than one reason to dread the head. R.I.D. Emissary Megabolt Megatron, today on World of Stuff. Megabolt Megatron is effectively a repaint of the Beast Machines Megatron, although the Beast Machines version was much more in different shades of green and silver. This one is more purple, red, and silver. Oh, purple, well, yeah, purple, silver, gray, and red, but you get the idea. And it functions exactly the same, still has the same menacing face, still has the same goofy gimmicks, including a missile firing gimmick. If you press this spark crystal right here, his jaw opens up, and eventually... Okay, wait a second. Okay, there we go. His jaw opens up like that, and then... There we go. That was a quite aggressive little missile, too. Yay. Okay, in addition to his missile firing gimmick, he also has a sort of crawling gimmick. The effectiveness kind of depends on the surface and the toy itself. Works fine on this end, not so much on, well, I don't know, maybe, there, yeah, there we go. You kind of have to hold both ends down, which can be difficult on the, well, since this is foam board, it's marking things up pretty effectively here, but you get the idea. And it's still goofy no matter what you do. It's never going to be exactly right. But still, it's something. And hey, it's a transforming head. How much more could you really expect? Okay, now moving on to transformation. This can be an interesting experience. Okay, first we'll disconnect here. This will eventually become the legs. Then we'll disconnect here. And, well, everything just kind of comes apart on its own after that. Let's see here. Fold these out. Turn this around. Then twist. That way for the upper thighs. Twist this around again. And line that up to get that. Let's see here. Then, let's see. Fold these back a little bit. Come on. Cooperate with me. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's more like it. Turns out you have to hold the foot forward, and that just automatically does that. Lovely. Okay, there we go. Then we'll do the same here. Fold out these parts to the back for rocket feet. And, well, I'm not too certain what we have there. It's actually kind of unsettling. Okay, moving on then. Okay, then we'll basically split apart the face. How many times do you get to say that? Okay, or would want to. Okay, move these backwards. Let's see here. Okay, now we'll, these parts will be the arms, will come around and forward like that. Come on. Okay, there we go. Then they peg in right there, exposing what will be the head. Now we just gotta move this all around like so. Kibble, oh yes indeed. Okay, there we go. Then we'll just kind of loosely peg that in right there. Okay, that part comes later. Moving on. Okay, then we will fold this around for the hands. Shake hands. Nope. Okay. Anyway, alrighty, and yep. Basically, the face becomes these epic shoulder pads here, along with a equally epic backpack. What do you expect? This is mostly the gimmicks, so not much you can do about that. You have to remember, this was long before the Unicron trilogy, so you kind of had to take what you could get here. So it's not bad, it's just kind of weird. Okay, but there we go. Megabolt Megatron in robot mode. Now, taking a close look up on the face there, he's trying to look like he's angry, but honestly, it looks like somebody just kind of gave him a swift kick in the ass there, but still, it's okay. Plus, you can still do the missile firing gimmick, which works a little bit better this way, because when you press the spark crystal, well, it's from the rather massive jump on that thing, but basically this helmet folds down, giving much more of the Megabolt Megatron from the original Beast machines. Doesn't quite work for odd reasons. Basically, there's a magnet here and magnet parts here and here to hold it down, but it still looks incredibly ridiculous because now he's got a missile on top of his head, which still does fire, which actually works a little bit better because you actually can fire it like this instead of relying on this button here, which might explain why it doesn't work so well in the alt mode, but still it's something. And no light piping, but you gotta take somewhere, right? Okay, as it turns out, there is supposed to be light piping here because that part's supposed to be red, but since it is a kind of a opaque plastic instead of clear, you can't see jack for these eyes. Oh well. Not much you can do about that. Well, unless you're really skilled, things are able to custom. Well, you get the idea. Okay, as for articulation, the head does rotate, no up or downward movement, but that's mostly because of the way the transformation works. Okay, ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows. Nothing for the hips due to the way that the transformation works, but you do get ball jointed hips, ball jointed knees. At least I think those are the knees. These are supposed to be. Either these or these are supposed to be the knees, so we might have, in fact, have double knees there. Weird. Okay, ball jointed feet, so he can pull off some action poses. And more often than not, he'll be posing in odd ways just because of the way you're playing with him. And no, nothing for the hands itself, even though because these things are basically screwed in, and well, you're not going to get much out of those hands anyway, so you might as well deal with it now. So there is articulation to be had, it's just, well, like the rest of him, very weird. Now, as you can probably already guess, due to this massive backpack and the way his these parts work, these ball joints work, yeah, he can do the limbo without even trying. So most of the time you'll more than likely have him just in his alt mode anyway. Or if you like, or if you have him facing back towards something so that he can't fall over, that's an option. Silly, but it's an option, if that excites you. Okay, that about wraps up this review. So if you're looking for something very different or just need a temporary Evo replacement for a Fort Max head, you could go with this. Or you could actually get a Fort Max head, whichever you prefer. But anyway, this has been Megabolt Megatron from the RID line. I am the Deceptive Wolf, and I bid you good night.